We are in the Adapt Events studio, and I'm speaking with Juha Korpela, founder of DataCore Consulting and instructor on data modeling and data mesh, modeling data products. Juha, we are running at Adapt Events, we are running the seminar called Data Mesh Information Architecture, Modeling Data Products and Domains. Can you briefly describe the overall goal of the workshop?
Sure thing, Werner. So what we'll do in that workshop is we'll figure out the big picture of information architecture around those data products and data mesh altogether. So the information architecture that we try to understand, try to describe, and that we will also work on with the exercises that we'll be doing, it is the connecting tissue between all those different data products and domains. So the goal is to get the participants to see how the data mesh is built in such a way that we actually understand what we have and where we have it.
Okay, and same question, but this time topics. Can you briefly describe the topics that you will cover?
Yeah, so we will start with very sort of basics of what information architecture actually means. So we will look a little bit into cross-domain understanding and semantics and understanding the concepts the data is about. We will be covering some conceptual modeling methods for documenting and defining those concepts, figuring out that semantics. And then we will do some exercises based on domain boundaries. So what sort of domains might one have in an example organization? We will do some modeling together to understand different kinds of data assets within those domains. And then we will go on to describe different operating models, meaning roles, responsibilities, processes, practices, and so on, in terms of running those data products and data mesh. So you have your sort of operational roles of that, but then also to maintaining that big picture. So what sorts of work is involved in keeping that understanding up to date as the data mesh organization goes forward.
Okay, and what's the teaching style? You mentioned exercises. It's a workshop, so it probably contains loads of exercises.
Yeah, we'll be doing exercises as well. So there's going to be parts where we have more discussions. I will be explaining some basic concepts. Then we'll do some group exercises. Some of them we'll probably do together, the whole class, and some of them in smaller groups where we will then discuss the different solutions each smaller group comes up with. So that's going to be very fruitful, I think.
Okay, and who is it intended for? So what are the job titles that you generally see attending this workshop?
I'd say that it's the most obvious job title is obviously a data architect or an information architect, because those roles are the ones that usually have to worry about maintaining that big picture of data products and sort of any federated model, not just data mesh necessarily. But this is also something that is going to be very valuable for higher ups in data leadership, heads of data, CTOs, and so on, to understand kind of what they are actually going into if they are going into a federated operating model. But then also for those engineers working at those individual data product levels, so data engineers, analysts, data scientists, so that they can see how the work that they do connects to the rest of the big picture, the rest of the information architecture around the whole operating model.
Of course. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the explanation, Juha.
Thank you, Werner.